Hi everyone, welcome to this video. This is Richard the Blind Hedgehog and I'm here with Zurg. I really love this character and I have been seeing a few things of him these days. For some reason I really wanted to dig him up again. I really like this character for some reason. I kind of like to call him the purple one because he's so purple. Yes, I know I have been very quiet lately. It's been a few weeks now, I believe, since I actually gave a lot of signs to my friends. So first of all, I would like to greet everybody. Hi Paul, hi Katie, hi Kimmy, hi everybody. I know I've been away for a little while, but I just needed a little time for myself. But the good news is that things turn out okay these days. The weather is getting really nice. Actually, it has been raining since April, so it is very dry outside. Oh, the poor hedgehogs and the other animals. And yeah, my mother is doing much better now. She can walk again. We are really, sorry, I can't find the word. But we are really glad she's doing so much better. It's a relief, definitely, because she has been in a wheelchair for several months. And I was actually able to collect a few things, so I wanted to show you a few nice things that I could collect in this video since a few months. I'm really glad to make this video. I've been looking forward to it, and yeah, so I'm just gonna show you my little art first because I'm pretty proud of it. So let me show you this. I have been making some, if maybe I can take Zurg with me. I've been making some gorgeous little sculptures or mosaics with my beads, my Hama beads. So here we have Turnip Head. I love this character. He's adorable. And then we have Calcifer, and we have the No Face from Spirited Away. This is, well, you know who this is. This is from Squid Game, I believe. I had like no inspiration, so I made this little guy. Suppose this is June, but yeah, never mind. Then we have Commodus. I made Speed Racer, Siren Head, who was completely messed up thanks to my machine. And then we have this cute little hedgehog. I still had to make a hedgehog. And what I'm very proud of is this Darth Vader here. That I made. He looks absolutely gorgeous. Even my dad thought he was really beautiful. And very recognizable too. So, and two others that I really like are here my Huggy Wuggy. I'm not really into this character, but I think he's kind of cute and I really had to make him. And of course, Zurg. So I just made him not so long ago. He was a bit of a work because I need to use 3 plates to make him. But he's absolutely gorgeous and he turned out quite okay. I didn't make the markings here on his bottom. Yeah, it's not really actually his bottom, but on this part. So as you can see here, but they look quite much alike. My plushie really helped me a lot. It's like he's watching himself there. So cute. Can't wait for this new Buzz Lightyear movie. I hope Zurg is in it. So yeah, there you go. I wanted to collect a Disney Store figure from Zurg, and there are a few I can actually obtain, but for some reason I never did because I really appreciate this guy. He is large, he is soft, and he's a cute guy. He plays piano with me these days. I put him with me when I play piano, so he's a bit of a little companion there. And I made this adorable little falcon, which is also really nice. He's from that very movie. I believe it's called a Camelot Quest. Not sure what the title was in English, but it was nice. So I really wanted to make this falcon too. So that's all my art I really wanted to show you. I'm gonna show you some adorable items that I could collect. First of all, Katie, I got you a few things. I didn't really tell you, but I wanted to show you in the video. So hold on a second. My brother helped me to do some shopping because I needed some dresses for the summer, and I came across something really nice for you, which I collected. Just hope you like. So I got you a squiddy. Here it is. It is a squid, and it has a Paris theme. So it's a bit larger than the size that you might like, but unfortunately they only had these bigger ones. And it has an Eiffel Tower. It has Notre Dame. When you actually flip it around, if I can, wait. The nice things that you can make those squiddies with nice prints. And then you can make them look like, yeah, basically everything you want. So here you have the Notre Dame. Little trivia about the church. It burned, a big part of it burned down. There was a fire, I believe it was in 2019, there was a fire in the church. There was major damage, not to the front, more like in the back, and now they're soon, well, they are slowly just repairing the damage, slowly just fixing everything. Because there was a bit of damage, but there was, luckily nobody was inside, and I think now the church reopened for tourism, but it has been closed for a little while. And a lot of people have been sending money to repair, for the repairs. The good thing is that it wasn't entirely destroyed, but there was major damage in the back. So I believe the fire started about 6 a.m. when people stopped working. They left, and soon after, apparently the church was burning. So there you go. You might have heard that on the news, by the way. Let's see. So this is your little squiddy. It's, like I said, it's a bit larger, but I thought since you love Paris so much, for some reason made me think of you. So it has a sad face and a happy face, like usual. And I thought those pink Paris-like colors. You have a little bike here and something really romantic, and it says Paris. I thought those colors would fit in your home for some reason. I think there's a lot of pink there, so there you go. So I really hope you like your little squiddy. I'm just gonna keep that aside for you. Here you have one of those cute lanterns. Yeah, it's adorable. So there you go, all the romance of Paris. It's a beautiful city. There you go. So it's a bit messed up here, but yeah, like that. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna put that back here. And the second thing that I found for you, and you have to let me know if you actually like her. Where is Zurg? Oh, here he is. Just let me know if you actually like her. For some reason, she really made me think of you. And I think she's a little rare one, so I really hope that you might like her. She's a bit larger than you. Yeah, she's not really small, but she's a gorgeous plushie. Let me show you. I got you Duchess from the Aristocats. I have no idea. She might be a Disney Store plushie from back in the time. She has gorgeous ears. Her neck is a bit slim, but the easiest part is that you can just pick her up like this. You can just detach her collar. You can just take it off. And there you go. So she's pretty much true to her drawing. So she has a pretty large bottom. And she might be a bit vintage. I don't really know exactly from which year she is. Unfortunately, the tag is pretty worn out, so you can't really tell where she's from. She has a beauty husky-like tail. Look, it's pretty much like Atja's tail when we walk. She always flips her tail up like this. So the tail is just lying like this. It's a long tail. It's a flat tail. But this is what her tail looks like. Actually, this should be a nice idea to make husky plushies for such tails, because it looks really realistic. But you can just make her tail go like this. You have all kinds of possibilities with the tail. There you go. This is how it's supposed to be. So the detail is really nice. There's her little tail. She smells a bit dusty. I suppose she was kept in an attic. I believe O'Malley is very rare, and such might be Duchess. Not sure. I just have been coloring her eye a little bit here because she had a bit of a scratch. And here the eye has a little scratch on the blue part, but it's a pretty old plush. And yeah. So there you go. Her little paws. I might give this girl a bath. She's not bad, but she has been quite dusty, so as you can see, it's a pretty massive plushie. But yeah, let me know if you like her. If you don't, I can still resell her. But for some reason, I thought you might like her a lot. Or yeah, for some reason, she really made me think of you. She's a bit of a special find, and I thought I would really collect this one for you. So yeah, so this is Duchess for you. Floppy tail. Yeah, look at this. I just picked her up today. So there you go. Zurg, where are you? So yeah, well, I could find some adorable. Hold on a sec. Oh yeah, I'm gonna show you the squiddies that I could find. So I could come across some adorable little Squid Game plushies that I really wanted to collect, because they were a bit different compared with the ones that I actually encountered earlier. So the very first thing from Squid Game, apparently, I ordered this a long time ago, but I finally got this little guy. I wanted to have a little pop from him. He's really adorable. Clear. Well, yes, here it is. 456. So there you go. I put him in my little collection. I don't really collect a lot of pops. I just collected a speed racer, but he's still on his way. Really enthusiastic I could actually find him, because he's pretty rare. And I don't think he's actually rare, but I have been looking for speed racer merchandise a while back, and that didn't really turn out well. So I'm really glad. But I'm glad to find June here. He's adorable, and I will put him in my little collection, and I hope that we will see more of him in season 2. So there you go. I ordered this guy a long time ago. And he's actually the only one I ordered so far. I was thinking of collecting Sangbu as well, but so far I never did. So yeah, but I'm really glad to have this little pop from the series. So there you go. And about the plushies, I came across the same squiddy as, yeah, pretty much yours, Katie. This guy, I found him elsewhere. I found this squiddy plushie, but in Squid Game style. And I really needed to collect this, because I don't really have such a squiddy plushie myself until I found this one. And this is a smaller one. Fortunately, yours is a bit larger. And this guy has like a square face. Yeah, those are little bootleg plushies, and you can just print them as you like. And he has a little triangle face, and you have the little shapes of the Dagona game in there too. The umbrella, the star. For some reason, they also included the heart, but as far as I know, there were no hearts in the series. Nothing in this series is based on love. Everything is pretty much based on violence. So, this is what it looks like when you flip it over. When you turn it around, you have the triangle. And you have the same, I really like that, the same pink-like color that the soldiers wear. Actually, here you have more like a red one, and here you have more like so I'm really glad I finally found these squiddy plushies in Squid Game style, because it's of course very accurate, since the shape of the plushie is actually mentioned in the title of the series. So this is something I really wanted to have for my collection. My little Squid Game plushie. As you can see, it's already, oh no, this is the tush tag. Yeah, a lot of Asian plushies. Lots of Asian plushies indeed. Lots of them are bootlegs. I highly doubt that it's official merchandise. This is official merchandise, definitely. Some people just make pop figures, but this is the official one. But it's pretty, you can tell by seeing the box, the character, and... but I don't really collect custom-made ones that people made themselves, because what I really like about pop figures are the fact that they look so accurate to a character, even though they are more like a little cartoony shape, and they have like cartoon-like features with those little round black eyes, and still they look so much like the character they are assigned to. That is definitely what I appreciate on these little figures. They are so cute and so accurate at the same time, while being actually much smaller, and with their with the shape of their heads. So I'm really glad, and when people make those figures themselves, you actually lose that little part of accuracy. So that is why I only collect the ones that are very proper to the brand. The ones that are indeed assigned to certain characters about which they were. Yeah. You have the logo too, the number. And as you can see, all the characters look pretty much alike the figures or the characters in the series. So, and that's what I really like about them. The two last plushies I can show you, those are actually adorable, really, are those little sitting ones. I never saw these little sitting ones, and I think they're really cute. This one flips over a bit, he falls. Yeah, so still, you don't really have the detail I am looking for. But these ones are really sweet. They're cute. They have black hands. They just miss the belt. And they also have, a part of their feet is also black. The most detailed ones that I have are on my, right there. Those are the ones that are the most detailed, actually. But I thought these ones were really, really cute. And, even more Asian plushies made in China. And this is the little square one. I left the little circle one. Really like the squares and the triangles. Oh, sorry. This one has a bit of a broader shape. So, I think it's just sweet decoration. You can just put somewhere up there. And, it's nice. It's nice. So, I'm really charmed by these ones. So far, I never saw larger ones. If I ever see a larger ones, I will definitely collect it, because this is just totally, I really like the shape. It has a bit of a teddy bear shape, but I resell the ones that I don't really like, or that I don't want to keep, so far I'm really glad I found these little cuties. But it's difficult to find ones that have a bit of a cute humanoid form, a cute humanoid shape. These ones are actually pretty close to that, but finding a detailed one with the right shape is difficult, because those plushies are just very quickly made for vending machines, or they look like this. Or they look like these. They're pretty much emoticons. There are the custom-made ones that people made that look like this, and I think this is much better. But yeah, difficult to find charming humanoid-looking ones, and I think these ones are pretty cute. So there you go, I collected these ones. But that's about for the squiddies. Yes, because not everybody's a Squid Game fan, of course. Now I'm going to show you a few canines, because that's pretty much exciting. Now, you might actually remember me collecting this adorable brown wolf. Let me show you. My camera had some trouble lately. Yeah, indeed. Still has trouble, apparently. So on Amazon, I could find these gorgeous, big wool figures that are pretty much the quality of Schleich figures. Now you can see the paint job on them, which might not be the best one, but they're beautiful. This is the brown one I showed earlier. He has a dark tail, which I really like. There you go. And like I told you, I was going to collect collect other ones. So I did. Wait a second. So this is the brown one. Here we have the gray one. He has blue eyes. And his paint job is a bit, boring, is a bit banal, is a bit, it's not very exciting. They could have done a better job on the painting. On all of them, actually. But I really look glad with the quality, and this one has, it could have a darker tail too, but they didn't do this. So this is just a basic gray one, without much other shades and other nice effects in his fur. He's more like the one you can call smoky. And now we have the white one. I was really excited about this one. He turns out pretty much a bit gold, like he's not exactly white. He has more like a golden look. He has a very pale cream color with blue eyes. But all those wolves look pretty much the same. They have the same position. Like, I really recommend them. They're gorgeous. The only thing I think it's too bad is that they all look the same, except from the fur, the coat, the color of their coat. The last one is a bit, that's a really nice one, the black one. He's not entirely black, and as you can see, still have a lot of brown too. But he has a bit of a severe face with brown eyes. I think his face looked quite realistic, quite scary too. And he has some markings around his muzzle here, and in the back too. So he has darker parts and lighter parts, and really dark feet too. Looks a bit like a melanistic wolf, but he might be entirely black then. So I think this one has the best paint job. Don't really like this marking here, but might be quite realistic. He is a bit brown on top of his shoulders. His ears are quite black too. So this is what the 4 wolves look like together. They all look in the right direction. They look right. And the brown one, the white one, the dark one, and the gray one. So that's what we can say about these wolves. They all have, they are really sturdy figures. They are really nice quality. You can barely see the paw pads. They're all male. And this one looks a bit like my dog. Now this one has the more colors. He has a bit of ginger. He has a bit of white, almost white. He has this one has the most exciting colors. Actually, the more like living colors. The less boring fur. So there you go. The brown wolf, actually, because of that reason, I think personally it looks the most real. But they all look quite real, of course. This one here has a bit of a greeny, like grey color that kind of reminds me of dinosaur figures. So I think the painting or the shade of grey should have been. I think the papa one looks better than this one. But it doesn't really matter the way they look. It's kind of special that they all look different. And this one has a very expressive look. This one looks real too, just like the brown one. And this is actually the white one isn't bad either. The grey one is my less favorite because he has the most boring paint job. I thought they could make him look a bit more real, with a bit of a more like a bit less boring paint job. Boring's not exactly the right word, you know, but I just can't find the word. It's just that it's a bit of a, yeah, it's I like the fact that it's darker on top, that it has it could have had a bit more detail in his coloring, see what I mean? While the other ones have a bit of more detail. There's one last wolf that I could find of Vinted, which I just bought from someone who wanted to get rid of it. It was too large for her collection, she said, so she wanted to get rid of it. And where is it? Oh, I really like it, but it's a bit of a less good quality figure. Here it is. Hold on a sec. There you go. So this is a howling one. And as you can see here, the paint job is a bit better when it comes to coloring a bit of white, a bit of gray. See, that's exactly what I mean. Here it is more like very boring, but still it has lighter parts here too. Now this one is less detailed, but I'm really glad with the shape. And so here you have the mouth and those typical wrong colored eyes. And yeah, but I'm really glad with this figure too. I like the shape of it, the size of it. And it looks better than the howling one that I have right now. So I'm glad with this figure. And I never saw this figure in a shop. I have no idea what brand it is, but it's not the best quality figure. It's a bit lighter than these ones. These are quite heavy. This is definitely more like a child's toy. And there you go. I've been coloring a bit of hair to hide the paint parts that were the little scratches on the paint. And this is the last wolf. So now actually I have a little pack of these little plastic wolves, and I believe I have 10 of them. So I might just do a little video about them. I suppose people might like to see them. A lot of people seem to like figures. If there's one figure collection that I actually extended, it's this one with the larger wolves. And I really like this figure. It was a nice surprise receiving him because he was absolutely beautiful and he fits so well with the others that it's like he was always together with them. So, yeah. Glad to have another howling one. Now I'm going to show you two plushies. Two Canine Plushies that I could collect. I could collect this gorgeous little German Shepherd. He's a bit larger. He kind of looks like Fritz. And these guys a little bit larger. So there you go, and I really like his coloring and his. I put this collar on him because it was really the right size for him. Oh, sorry, my nose is itching. Kind of like his face too. So yeah, another little find. Really like this guy. I think he looks pretty much accurate. Kind of looks so German Shepherd like. So yeah, people get rid of these plushies for like a few bucks. So just €3, I believe I bought this one. So really like this plush. His legs are a bit, yeah, have poor stuffing. But wears out quite well. Really like the shape of his head. So this is the little German Shepherd. I believe he was one of the first items that I could collect since my last video. And the last one that I could collect was this gorgeous white wolf. I have no idea, I never saw this wolf earlier, but he feels a bit like a vending machine toy. He is from a vending machine brand, which is called Sandy. And those plushies, sometimes you can find them in those little beach shops. On the coast, sometimes I find Sandy plushies, but usually I don't really collect them because of the poor quality. and because it's not really what I'm looking for. But I really like this one because he was totally a white wolf with a very long muzzle too. He doesn't have a name yet. He has a nice fur also in the neck here. It's really sweet. He has features my other plushies don't. He's not too large either, and he has this fluffy tail, which shows he is indeed pretty much a white wolf rather than a white fox. So, yeah, and he has those, that's something I don't like about plushies, he has those glitter eyes. Typically, those sandy plushies. Usually those plushies have poor stitching too, and sometimes you just buy them damaged. But I was really glad I could actually collect this one. Sometimes it's like those plushies are glued instead of sewed together. Or soon. There you go. So, another great white wolf. I could collect. I'm really glad I could collect this guy. Where is Zurg? I believe I'm gonna show you two adorable last things, even more Asian plushies. Look at my traffic light over there. I know it's really hard to see him, but here he is. There he is. And there's Humpty. So there you go. Pretty much related to the traffic light, I could collect another Siren Head. And I'm really glad with this guy. For some reason I thought he was really sweet. Yeah, I think everything is really sweet. Basically. So I'm actually really glad with this guy. I have no face over there. Yeah. Here he is. So this is you might find another review of this guy, I believe, with a boy that wears a Batman cap. He also bought this Siren Head, and he seemed to be really happy with him too. So am I. This is a really large Siren Head that can read about 18 or 20 inch. And he has speakers with mouths. He has wires on his head. Hold on, here. Here are his wires. And they're pretty sturdy, by the way. You can actually pull a little bit on them. Don't disconnect the speakers. And here you have a closed mouth. Okay, this is everything. This is just not sweet on every level. So, and here you have the finishings on the chest with his leathery, dried up skin. And what I really like are those hands and the toes. Yeah. And what I sometimes do, I just put them on my lap, and then I play piano, and I just pretend they're actually enjoying it. For some reason, it's very appeasing, and it works a lot to play and to feel comfortable playing, and try to for some reason just try to connect to something you're really doing, and it feels good. So it's kind of ridiculous, but I put Siren Head on my lap, and like this I just play for him, and to me it's like he's actually really enjoying it. So but you cannot do that with every plushie or maybe a pet. I tried with Jimmy, but that didn't turn out quite well, so he's jealous. But there you go, this is my Siren Head. So I can really recommend this plushie. He is pretty well stuffed up to the edge. He is, look at those toes. So I believe, unfortunately, this is some kind of bootleg. I don't think it says made in China. And for some reason the customs don't really hold them up. So it's not that they're prohibited or something. Bootleg plushies just make it to their deliveries. But yeah, I got this guy off Amazon. He came from China, I believe. Look at those long legs. And what is actually not really mentioned in the description is that this guy is actually poseable. He has wires in his legs and in his hands, so you can actually pose him. But those wires are the type of wires that can break if bent too often. So just keep that in mind, because a broken wire can pierce the plushie. So as long as the wires are intact, no need to worry. They are really well placed too. So that is why his legs are so stiff. You can just pose this plushie. This is amazing. But just be careful with the wires. It is, I believe those wires, oh, sorry, might be sturdy enough, but I don't really know how resistant they are. And I don't really know if this is really accurate, but I believe this speaker is higher than this one. So I'm not quite sure how Siren Head looks on top of his head. I'm not quite sure which one of his speakers is the upper one and which one is the lower one. I still have to have a look. He's a bit pale compared with the character. It would be nice if it would be a bit darker. He's a bit pale. But that's the only thing that we can actually say about this plushie, so I can really recommend this guy. If you're a Siren Head fan, just try to get this guy. Unfortunately, he is not an official licensed merchandise, I believe. That is the only thing that is actually... and finding official plushies is quite difficult. I never find official ones. But that's because there are a lot of Chinese sellers on Amazon. So there you go, this is my really large Siren Head. I have the little black one there in the back too, which is also a really nice one. And the last, Katie, you're gonna like this guy. The last one that I would like to show you is my brand new little Huggy Wuggy. I thought it was cute and I wanted to give it a try to find one. I have a very colored one on his way. And also he has been joining me playing piano. Really helps a lot, so but there you go. He has 2 mouths and he squeezes people till they pop, and he stalks people and then he eats them or tries to bite them. So puppy playtime is not necessarily for children. It's pretty much a horror game. So this is a horror character, even though he looks like a very hungry cookie monster. That's pretty much what he looks like, does he? But I really like the fact that his hands have like yellow velcros, with some plushies have black ones, which is ridiculous. And they were, yeah. I'm really glad that the people who made this plushie thought of putting yellow ones on him, so we can just make him hang somewhere like this. He has a bit of a monkey-like body. And this is the 15-inch one. So just note that 15-inch, what you have is pretty much like the Sonic ones. 15-inch with a plushie with such long legs doesn't turn out pretty large. If you have a plushie, to have an example, that is generous size, and it doesn't have long arms or long legs, like this guy, for example, this turns out pretty okay, but look at how long the legs are. So if you have a plushie with such long legs, and you would like to have a larger one, I recommend you getting a larger one, because 15-inch with such long legs will not really turn out quite large. For me, it's just nice. I really like the size. But he has a pretty short rump here. You might actually see that on my art right over there. He has very long feet and very long arms, but he doesn't really have a very large or long body. So he just fits in my hand, and he's really soft. And people have been complaining a lot about the bad quality of this plush. But mine does well. It doesn't fall apart, but some people really receive plushies that fall apart as soon as they're out of their packaging. So that is just, yeah, that's just scandalous. But of course, again, this is probably a bootleg. And there is an official Huggy Wuggy one, but I never found that one so far. I haven't seen him yet. So the eyes sometimes gotta be sure that they don't fall off the plushie, that they don't fall apart. Some people are pretty unhappy about the stitching because it falls apart. Also the velcros here get detached. So people have been complaining pretty much about the bad quality of this plush. But I'm glad because mine is pretty okay. I tried to find a nice one too. And of course it's not the kind of plushie that you have to mistreat, because they will fall apart. But mine came without thorns, without any damage, and it looks pretty cute. And so far no complaints, so I hope you will experience the same. I found a beautiful colored one that I really liked, but people were complaining so bad about the bad quality, about the bad stitching and the hair falling out and the eyes falling off, and that I didn't order that one. I took my chance with this one, and so far I am really, really glad. His eyes look a bit crazy, and it's pretty much like a little big Pennywise looking Cookie Monster. So for people who like those videos, I know Puppy Playtime and Huggy Wuggy might be a bit confusing for children, but it's more like a horror character. So for children who find this disturbing, I'm sorry, this adorable, amusing character is such, is in such bad place. Still, I hope that children might actually enjoy him anyway, because he's adorable, and I don't really know why people make children-like characters for the purpose of horror. That is something I don't really understand. I suppose it's fun, but it's just confusing and difficult for parents to help their children find safe videos to watch. So there you go. But I really like my Huggy. He's funny. He's funny, Wuggy. I like to pet him. He's cute and soft. So there you go. I believe this is all I had to show you. I have some stuff on its way, but that will be for the next video. Yes, I really like collecting, do I? But I just sell at the same time too. Now, this is going to be it. I'm going to end the video here. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. And to all my friends, I'm sorry I was so quiet. I hope you're all doing well. I'm doing better now, but that's why I had to isolate myself a little bit. I wasn't doing very well. So there you go. Like I said, I really hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you later. Thanks for watching. Bye!